Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to check out another episode of Captain of Industry today. Now it's been a good week and a bit that we last played, so we'll have a bit of a recap as to where we're at. Again, it's not going to be an overly long stream today, probably about half an hour, 45 minutes hopefully, just because I've had a lot on in terms of work this week. So without further ado, let's jump in. Okay, so here we are, we're on our little island. We've been playing with this all in all for about the past 3 weeks, I think it is now. So again, if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, feel free to use the chat bar. If there's any questions, we'll try and answer those as we go through the game. But again, more so for you and as well as me, we'll just have a bit of a recap as to where we were, perhaps what we need to look at setting up. This obviously is update 2, which did come out I think the beginning of April, which at the time of this stream is roughly around 3 and a bit weeks ago. So all in all, what we recently did, I believe, was we had a look at revamping all of our iron production, as you can see on the map just there. In the foreground, or the background I should say, we do have our farming plants, and we set up our wheat production facility there to essentially set up the bread production because we were fairly short on food. We also invested quite a bit into the coal extraction process, just so we could help that get up and running. So before we unpause the game, what I'm just going to do is just have a quick run through of what we actually have in stock. So at the minute I can already see we are somewhat short on our iron slabs. So I think we did have a bit of an issue with our iron ore. Erin, go upstairs please.
Why?
Quick!
Why?
Because Dad's on the computer. Go! Good girl. So I think we had a bit of a shortage of the iron ore initially. That seems to have sorted itself out. So is it a case that we've just got too much demand versus supply? We'll look at that shortly. I think our construction parts there was also slightly low, in that our construction parts 3 and 2 were also low. So the reason for that, you may ask, if we come over here, we started to set up this huge facility in terms of our diesel production. So hopefully this should be a bit of a one-stop shop in terms of our diesel production. And again, of course, with our update 2, you've also got the option of using hydrogen. So if this ever was to not be sufficient, we could look at converting some of our equipment to hydrogen. Now I do apologise, I'm sort of not used to this mouse zoom in and out function. It seems to be somewhat sensitive. Over the last few days we have played a number of hours of Manor Lords, and that's quite the opposite, where you're having to do several scrolls in and out, left and right and all that, before things start moving. So I'm sure with a few more minutes in game I'll get slightly more used to the sensitivity. So as I say, this was the biggest thing that we started to look at, and I think hopefully it would be good if we open up the research wheel, that we can start to look at sort of this band of upgrades. So we'll unpause the game. I think we might have started to upgrade the oil level here. No, I think that's right. I think we was going to do that, but then we didn't have enough, so we postponed that idea, one would say. So again, the iron ore, we're just excavating another layer down. where is... So our trucks, if we get rid of that, we'll start to focus our tree harvesting there, just so we don't lose the trees. What you will find is if we was to excavate too far that way, as in towards the trees simply fall down and we can't make use of them. So you do need to sort of chop them back. So I think we did also have a slight issue in and around the production, or sorry, not production, the workers. I think quite a few of our workers left, which left us a bit of a deficit. Oh, okay, we've even got the crew back on the battleship, which is good. So really, I think we had these full. What I'm going to do is just take that off, just so that to stay full, because then in theory the excess should flow along these tubes, either to burn off in these boilers here, or, as the case here, naphtha and the hydrogen will produce extra diesel and fuel gas, because our diesel supplies is somewhat limited at the moment. We had this paused, so we could do with perhaps using up some of that. So pop that up there and we'll quick build there. So again, that should give us more diesel. Obviously we would prefer to use the diesel here as opposed to having to burn it off here. So again, if you are watching this video and you like it, then if I could just ask that you hit that magic like button, it will help me and the channel grow forward, but it'll also tell me that you actually enjoy this series and bits and bobs within the game. So that's up and running now. So hopefully should start to see some more diesel being produced just in that tank. I think we're just waiting on hydrogen then. Might as well just boost that then, because we've got enough unity to do that. And obviously a bit of extra hydrogen will never harm. Where's the hydrogen going? Okay, so it's here. And there we go, it's starting to activate in that process. So we could consider getting that up and running as well. That'll give us extra diesel. So the gas is flowing. So that is pumping out the oil there. That's part 2, yep, good. We'll upgrade that. That's going to be a bit of a bottleneck there. Right, there's no bottleneck with any of the sour water. Might as well start unloading that one. Then which one was it? It was this one, wasn't it? So let's quick build that as well. Because this one that we've just... Sorry, not that one. This one will give us 30 fuel gas. And that one will pretty much consume most of that 30 anyway. So we're going to be running out of power soon then. So what we can do is copy another one of those. Quick deliver that bad boy. Okay, so there we are with that. For the time being, we can pause that there then. We'll prioritise that and take that off because we want it to start to feed this really. And then once this is full we can send it on that way. So the diesel is certainly building up nicely now. That's good. Brill, so that is going to start to prioritise that just so we can keep the acid up. Good. Got some new refugees. We are now at capacity, so let's just ensure we've got that switched off. And then we can just upgrade that over there. But again, we are going to be short of our electrical parts there. And we're short on water also. So I am thinking that perhaps we can have some farms up here. What's that? That's vegetables. That's vegetables, as is that. Okay. So yeah, we've got the tree chopper upper just over there, and then I think after that we can perhaps look to sort of invest this area into water, because we have that there. That will turn the salt water into, well, at the minute it's doing salt. However, we could have the salt water into brine, because that makes 2 lots of these. If we plonk that there, we can make that into brine, and then after the brine, if we go to water extraction, the thermal distillinator, okay, so yeah, we won't even have to, will we? So low steam, that might be a better option then. We can get rid of that and that. And then what we do to replace that there is a thermal distillinator. That'll take the steam and give us 78 to 42 brine. Oh, I've just made a mistake doing that, haven't I? Okay. So how much does that need? If we go... That's steam. Let's get some research on the go. Go with fermentation. Why not? And then wastewater. So that requires 24. Yeah, so I think if we put that there. Yes, I know I've made a bit of a boo-boo. But hey-ho. So that's there. We'll go thermal distillator. Flip that. Oh, hit the wrong key. Don't want to do that. There. Rotate. We can pop that just there. But then we go over here. Put that there to feed into that, and then instead we can go there to there. Quick deliver that and that. Delete. That way, all the way around there. And also that one. Come on. Put that on there, so then that'll flood that. We just need some steam to connect to that. And then you will need the brine. And that should work then, shouldn't it? Then if we get the storage tank there and plonk that there. Oh no. See, this is why I like to build in planning mode, because otherwise you end up with all sorts of concoctions. So we don't have any workers, which is not good. So hopefully we'll try and find some workers from somewhere. let's just unload the ship for the time being. I'll get that going. This won't be going just yet, but it will be shortly. And then we will need a contingency just to make it clear. We need the dumper there, isn't it? So liquid dump, and stick that there, and then again just get our pipes from that one on that one, just so the brine can overload. And then we just need to decide on a boiler. I suppose we can go gas, why not? How much water does that make? Smokestack on, not that one. Smokestack on this one. Like so. And then we can connect that hopefully to that, like so. Quick build and quick build. The gas boiler can take any of those items as far as I'm concerned. We'll have some water in that one, and we'll keep up to 54 full. Compactors research it, thank you. Come on. Let's put the priority up to 3. And we're going with fuel gas. So that's giving us a bit of gas there. Water's flowing. So there we go, that should start to produce. and then we can keep that empty like so. We don't want any importation of water. And then just make sure it's the same over here. We don't want any trucks to take water out. So we'll plonk that shut there. Let that reservoir build up somewhat. Helps if we build the pipe. And then once we've got that underway, that will start topping up that nicely. There we go, so that's that one up and running now. Got plenty of salt. So we could, in theory, attach that over there like that and pop that on. That will reduce that need. Brine water just gets put simply straight back into the sea. I can't really now remember what I was looking at doing with this bit, but we might as well just remove it for the time being. Gone. Gone. So that's plenty of steam in that system there. Just need to make sure we don't run dry. So again, we could perhaps do with having another diesel plant up and running soon. Not diesel, rubber plant. And that has got 141. Let's just double check over here with the rubber factory. Okay. You're not looking too bad. So I am just thinking how this is going to work, because at the minute we've only got the one electrolysis plant, and that will make 24 every 60, and these consume 24, so slightly tight. But we are going to need some more electronic part, so let's just boost that for the time being. We are going to have to boost that, and that, not that one, that one, and that, just so we can keep up with production. So we'll get this underway just so we can start topping up with our construction parts 3. So that needs 6, that needs 6. That takes 24. So that's 36. How much do you take? 3 and 12. Okay, so we'll upgrade that conveyor belt just to get things rocking and rolling somewhat quicker. And might as well upgrade that one also. So again, it's all just about balancing out the conveyor belt speeds to the demands you need on the buildings there. So ideal. So what do you guys need there then? So 48, 48. Yeah, it's all good. So that should, in theory, then help, because as you can see now, the electronic parts are starting to back up on the conveyor belt. Again, we've got plenty of glass for the time being, so we're not going to look at setting that back up for the foreseeable. We'll upgrade you. And I think because we've done that, we'll have to go back over here and quick deliver. Just check the... So there, what are you saying you've not got? So apparently you've not got naphtha. Okay, well, we have now. So we can always have it so it prefers naphtha. There we go. At least we're starting to produce that once more. There we go, so that reservoir should start to fill up again. So what I do like to do is have these bins upgraded so that we can then start to excavate some of the soil off the top of the pit there, because otherwise when we need it, the sort of the coal stocks will dwindle very, very quickly. So we now have a compactor, but again, we're not going to look at implementing that just yet. But we do have the captain's office. How are we doing with the upgrade over here? So the construction parts are there, we're just waiting for the electronic parts. So we should, in theory, start to build those up relatively soon. There we go. So iron's back up to full strength. We appear to be having an issue with the concrete. So unpause you. Pickup is struggling to find a destination. Yeah. Probably because you're digging there. No, it's not. It's that little bit there. Okay. Rotate. Just there, please. Come on. Hopefully the one bucket should do. Or not. So how is it? You should be able to get there now, surely. There you go, that should keep you with something to be doing. Why can you not get there? There you go. Okay. On your way. So at least that conveyor belt is slowly but surely filling up there. So we need 12, 12 and 12. There we go. So this truck is the one then that we've recently upgraded, so this should start to plough through those trees really quickly. Let's get one of you guys there. We'll upgrade. And again, we'll quick deliver you guys. Could not store all vegetables after the harvest. So again, what we could look to do is perhaps pause you. And keep you empty. But is there a market spot for you guys? Bread, potatoes. Should be now. So I might as well keep you open and we can pause, say you. Perfect. So we are starting to build up a stock there, so we can switch you back on. We'll quick build the additional rubber maker. So the naphtha stock there is slightly low. Brilliant. Okay, so tree harvester, where do we want you? Somewhere over there, I think. Okay, so like I say, I did promise it was a short and sweet stream today. So I think I'm going to leave it there. And I think certainly for the next episode, we can try and head towards that infamous electronic parts and get that perhaps up and running. And then we've got things like snack production, advanced smelting, housing, hydrogen cell, and ship engine, so on and so forth. So I think that's what we'll do moving forward. As ever, thank you for checking out the channel, and if you've made it this far into the video, I do appreciate it. If you have liked the video, please consider liking and subscribing, and until then, I shall see you on the next one. Thank you very much.